If you need a kidney and don't have a living donor, you'll be placed on the deceased donor wait list. Understandably, one of the first questions people ask is how long will I have to wait? Now in Ontario, the average wait time for deceased donor kidney transplant is about 3 to 8 years. But this really depends on 3 key factors. Number 1, how long have you been on dialysis? Number 2, your blood type. And number 3, how many antibodies your immune system has developed, which we measure with something called PRA or panel reactive antibody. Now let's start and explain these one by one. So dialysis time. Once you begin dialysis, you start earning points towards your spot on transplant list. So in Ontario, every 30 days on dialysis earns you 0.1 point. That's about 1.2 points per year. So after 5 years on dialysis, you have 6 points just from the dialysis time. These points are one part of how your priorities determine when a kidney becomes available. Next is your blood type. So this plays a big role in how long you'll wait because it affects which kidneys are compatible with you. So there are 4 main blood groups: AB, B, A, and O, and each one has specific compatibility rules. So blood group AB, which makes up only about 4% of donors, can donate only to AB recipients. Blood group B accounts for around 9% of donors, and they can donate to B or AB. Now, blood group A represents about 40% of donors, and they can donate to A or AB. Blood group O makes up about 47% of donors, and they can donate to A, B, AB, or O. There's one more important point. So some blood group O or B recipients may be eligible for a kidney from an A2 donor, which can sometimes shorten wait times. So what does A2 mean? So blood group A has 2 subtypes, A1 and A2. Most people with type A have A1, but a smaller number have A2. Now, A2 kidneys express far fewer A antigens on their surface, so they behave like a gentler or milder version of type A. And because of this, some A2 kidneys can be safely transplanted into B or O recipients as long as their anti-A2 antibody levels are very low or undetectable. This is checked carefully with specialized blood tests. So based on the recent data, the average wait time in Ontario for standard deceased donor kidney is about 5.2 years for blood type O, 4.8 years for blood type B, 3.6 years for blood type A, and 3.5 years for type AB. Now, the third important factor is called panel reactive antibody, or the PRA. Let's talk about what that actually means. So PRA basically is a measure of how many antibodies your immune system has that could react against a transplanted organ. So think of these antibodies as your immune system's memory of past exposure to foreign tissue. If you've had a previous transplant, blood transfusion, or even a pregnancy, your immune system may have learned to recognize and attack certain antigens, which can make finding a match more difficult. So for example, a low PRA, say under 20%, means you don't have many of these preformed antibodies and you're more likely compatible with a large pool of donors. But a high PRA, let's say 80 to 100%, means that your immune system would react to most donor kidneys. Now, PRA of 100% means that in testing, your blood reacts to nearly all donor samples. This makes finding a compatible kidney much more challenging. So patients with a high PRA are called highly sensitized. Only a very specific donor would work for them, or we may need special treatments to suppress those antibodies before transplant. The good news is that there are national programs designed to help highly sensitized patients. So in Canada, we have a highly sensitized patient registry that searches across provinces to increase your chances of finding that rare match. So even if your PRA is very high, there is still hope. It just may take more time and a more tailored approach. So how does this all come together? Ontario uses a points-based formula to calculate your position on the wait list. So it looks like this. You have 0.1 points for every 30 days on dialysis, plus additional points for PRA. So specifically, PRA is divided by 100 and then multiplied by 4. So this is how the formula looks like in terms of calculating your allocation points. In other words, the more time you've spent on dialysis and the more antibodies you have, the higher your score. So for example, someone on dialysis for 5 years would earn 6 points, and if their PRA is 50%, they get another 2 points for a total of 8 points. Patients are ranked based on this score. This system helps ensure fairness, giving priority to those who have waited the longest or who have the hardest time finding a match. So to recap, people with longer dialysis time, lower PRA, and blood groups like A and AB tend to get matched sooner. But if you have a high PRA, a less common blood group like B, or universal donor blood group like O, the wait time is longer. The system is designed to give everyone a fair shot, and your time will come. Next, we'll move on to another important question. Is living donation safe for the donor? We'll shift our focus to donor's perspective, what the evaluation process looks like, the risks, and how we keep our donors safe.